Hey guys, Mecha-san here, and we got straight from Comic-Con the new Aquaman trailer starring Ronan. Yes, he's always gonna be Ronan to me from Stargate Atlantis. That's why I recognize him the most, and that's why I can't. That's actually smart, actually. That's why I can't really look down on this Aquaman because it's Ronan, and he's shown how much of a badass he is. I don't insult him. Also, Aquaman himself, he's the butt of every joke, but as my friend pointed out, you don't want to mess with him because he is strong and he does command technically the biggest power in the world. Not national, I mean the biggest country in the world. King of the seas, after all, like basically, in our Earth, our planet is 70% water here, and he rules all of that. That makes him the king, and he can order tsunamis and stuff like that. He can flood this island right here. He can completely submerge Puerto Rico in water. And the entire every coastal city, coastal whatever, it'll be from 70% water to 75% water of the planet. I don't know. But yeah, not to be underestimated. Put him outside of his element, like the time in the comic book where he wound up in a desert. Yeah, he's screwed. But yeah, I mean, how often are you gonna do that? How often are you gonna have a situation where you get Aquaman in such a scenario, in such a drastically negative environment for him? Not often. Well, granted, more of a chance than Superman in a planet with a red sun, but
my father was a lighthouse keeper.
Oh,
my mother was a queen.
mother was a queen.
But life has a way of bringing people together.
We could unite our worlds one day.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
Whoa, watch it. Oh, nice.
They made me what I am.
I like how his eyes change color.
Permission to come aboard.
We're gonna come aboard, okay? He's got a sense of humor.
For you. Your half-brother King Orm is about to declare war upon the surface world.
The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
Might want to strap in.
Okay.
Welcome home.
Wow. This is badass, actually. That's beautiful.
My brother has come from the surface to challenge me for the throne.
Okay.
An ass whooping.
An ass whooping. That's cool right there.
I came because I had no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I loved.
You think you're unworthy to lead because you're of two different worlds. That is exactly why you are worthy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, Black Manta.
That was awesome.
We're getting more fish-looking people.
War is coming to the surface, and I'm bringing the wrath of the seven seas with me.
Alligators? Wow.
We're here.
What are you doing?
She never parachute.
Redheads! You gotta love them.
Redheads, you gotta love them. The goat was like, even the goat was like, what? There's gotta be moments like that a lot, isn't there? Like where something incredible happens, people will go, huh? Yeah! Because that scene in the audience where like a shockwave happened, they were, and they cheered, and now like goat. And now, redheads, it's like, and her hair is bright red. I love it. I don't just. I was like, wow. I mean, there. I have not seen redheads in real life with that red of a hair. They're a dying breed, sadly. Anywho, alright, so interesting. We got backstory in this trailer. Father was a I was wondering about that. Father was a lighthouse keeper. Mother was a queen. Yeah, because I never knew about his heritage. Like, who exactly was the father and the mother? Didn't know that. So yeah, they fell in love. So why? Though the question is, why didn't said queen return back into the sea and stayed with the lighthouse keeper all this time? Or in a case of she went back to the sea but came back a lot of the times, you know, because there was a thing between two. Who knows? But that scene of Atlantis, basically. I mean, yeah, that I think it's called Atlantis, and yeah, it is called Atlantis. Seeing it's like, wow, that's incredible and everything. It makes this. All right, it's a little dark, but it makes sense here. You're deep underwater where light barely reaches. So the lack of color makes sense, but they're making up for it with this natural bioluminescence, which makes a lot of sense in the context of the environment and setting. I admire that. Ronan's dialogue so far, he's channeling a bit of Ronan and a bit of what he played in the when he played Conan. In that Conan movie. With some subtle joke like permission to come aboard is like worst pep talk ever. I mean, he still sounds tough to me, and I do not want to cross that guy on a dark alley. Interesting, and it was cool to see in the aquarium here where the fish the shark. Okay, that's one thing I gotta say. That shark looked incredibly CGI. Yeah, I could tell that because I have been to several aquariums, of course. You know, we've seen sharks, so I got a comparison. And that shark, those fish need more work. Those fish in general just need a lot more work and more touch up. That's all I gotta say. The underwater effects though, like I don't have a problem with them being able to talk so clearly, like it's nothing. It makes sense to me. I mean, again, they evolved to be able to handle the pressure and everything, so whatever. And the hair still moves, but some is ridiculous. Like the half brother manages to keep his hair back, and like it's all nice and like with hair gel. Really, dude? What? Okay, I almost. On one hand, I want to know what the hell he uses for hair gel. On the other hand, I can imagine, and it disgusts me. Ugh. And how we saw, of course, Black Manta, and yeah, the suit looks like Black Manta here, even with the whole laser beams. Curious to know what his story is here, but yeah, I never understood what Black Manta's story is. I mean, is he just a poacher, high tech that just has a grudge against Atlantica? I mean, Atlantis? Atlantica, yeah, the King Trident and everything. Well, they do have tridents and symbol. But yeah, does he have a grudge? I mean, I know that Young Justice, we established that Aqualad is his son. That means he had a love affair with an Atlantean. Maybe there's a story behind that. I really hope Young Justice Outsider really tackles that. Like, what happened to Aqualad's mother? But yeah, I mean, he looks good, and we got. I'm assuming that submarine is, of course, Black Manta's sub. And I get the premise already. Like, he has to prove himself. He has to take the throne and realize that he can be a good king. You know, it's a standard issue. Like, I don't think I can be a good king. I'm the last person you want as a king, and because of that, he's best suited for a king. It's one of those things where if you think how I am so worthy of this title, I deserve it. It's my birthright. It's like, yeah, I don't trust you with that. Same thing as how what was George Washington's favorite historical quote? Those most deserving of power are those that least desire it. Yep, Ben, that is true, because you know they'll be more there's a higher chance of them being the most responsible with it. So yeah, I mean, visually it looks cool, but are we getting two? It looks like we're getting almost 3 storylines here, with Arthur having to realize you gotta become king, his brother gotta stop his half brother, from declaring war on the surface world, thereby killing God knows how many people in the first strike, and Black Manta, which I assume that that Black Manta and the dumbass Prince guy, they're in cahoots, because why wouldn't they be? Yeah, I mean, that's all I got. But there's, and that last scene, not with a goat, but them jumping off the plane. It's where they're landing. Obviously, they're obviously gonna tackle that old joke. That old joke about if you put them in a desert, they're useless. They're dead. They're gonna tackle that and just put that joke to rest. Which, okay, you know, I'm curious to know how they do that, because I'm sick of that joke myself. So everyone, thank you all for watching. As always, comment down below what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. If you wish to support me, lend me a hand. I got a Patreon now, and you can keep up with me on my Discord server. And until the next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.